Well, I think don't give up. I mean, we had a lot of challenges, trying to sort of convince superiors and others that this is the best way to go. And you can be hitting your head against a brick wall for a long time, but eventually sanity prevails, I think, if you think you've got a good product and you're confident and you want it to work and you work hard enough at it, you'll get there. And it's working with potential clients, it's working with your service providers, it's working with your superiors and things to convince them that you've got a good product here. It's just give me an opportunity and I can make it work. It's really guts. It's risk taking, but not silly risks. It's within parameters, and I think anybody with that sort of attitude should do well. Yeah, you've got to be very persistent. You've got to be gutsy, gritty. There'll be a lot of things you'll come up against along the way that'll be roadblocks. There'll be you've just got to keep going, keep your head up and keep working at it. Problems do go away if you continue working on them long enough and you keep a positive attitude and you talk to your clients and you get everybody understanding what you think is the best way to do this, and it's you get around some of these issues. They go away. You're in a work environment. This isn't life and death. It's work. There are solutions to these things. It's just finding the most beneficial or most efficient way of fixing problems that do arise. But it's not often you're going to kill a business. They're pretty resilient. So it's just making the most efficient and best decisions, I think, that stack up for your clients, for the company. Look, I think having met new clients and they've got a new idea or something and we've been able to sort of work with them to get it to work and get it up and running and, get it out there and it works. That's very satisfying. That's what the whole job's about. It's been working in a sort of a teamwork type environment with your clients and your service providers and getting something up that works and is new. And that gets your name out there in the market and that makes you head of the pack. If no one else has done it before, you've forged new territory and you're out there trailblazing and everybody else is sort of back in the pack. So I think that's probably the most gratifying part of what I'm doing. Oh no, look, I think you'll always make mistakes. That's how you learn. It's probably the best way to learn is to make a mistake, but because you've got to fix it and you've got to never do it again. So you've got to improve the way you did it so it doesn't happen again. And you've got to convince others that it won't happen again. So there's a lot of discipline that you learn. There's a lot of, new ways of doing things that hopefully are better, that come out of things that have been bad, that have cost you money or cost the business money. And, we learn all the time from things that perhaps didn't work quite right. Not disasters, but quite right. You always learn and you always try and remember that and do it better next time. And that's how you come across new ways to do things that your competitors may not have thought of, is thinking around solutions to problems that might arise. So if you've been there, done it before, you won't do it again. Your competitors may not have done that. They might, they're trying to just wing it and work out a best way of doing something. If you've been there and done it, and that didn't quite work, but you know how to fix it, you're way ahead of the pack. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, so mucking around with her is the highlight, I think, of my day. But putting her through school, picking her up from school, dropping her off in the morning, that's always a challenge. Doing stuff on weekends with her and my wife and things and family things. I don't do sport a lot these days. I'm a bit too old, I think, for some of the more aggressive sports, but I'd like to get back into golf. Ever since you have a baby, golf disappears. That's gone on the weekend. But now I think my daughter's old enough, I can almost bring her around on the golf course now, and she could be a caddy or something. But getting back into sport of some sort, that's what I'd like to do. But otherwise, it's just family events and things on weekends that's fun, and dinner with friends and so on, you know.